So now that we understand inner join, let's move to left join. The way left join works is this. We have our two tables, right? Table 1, table 2. Now, left join would give you all the records, take note, all the records in table 1 plus the matching records from table 2. You get that? All the records from table 1 plus the matching records from table 2. So table 1 is usually the first table. Another is like left. You understand? Left. So this one I'm saying select all from students left join tracks D on S.track ID equals D.track ID. Who can tell me what D represents and what S represents? Who can tell me what D represents, what S represents?
C represents the track table, while S represents the student table, I believe.
They are just aliases. But in this case, we're not writing the as. Another way of writing aliases is this. Now, let's run this and see what we have. Now, look at this. Can we see this, guys? Let me show you something. Let me just do that again. Let me do the inner join. Now, look at the inner join. It's as if we are having the same output for both of them. Right? It's as if we are having the same output for both of them. But that's because of the, what's it called? The condition that is satisfied. Well, inner join will give you the records from both tables as long as there's a matching condition. Left join, on the other hand, will give you the records from the left table. Take note, the records from the left table, right? From the left table with matching records from the right table. The left table is usually your first table. So in this case, right, the right table is your second table. So what is your left table in this case? What is your right table?
Left table is student table. Right table is track table.
The left table is what? What? No, call the table name.
Left table is the student table.
Student table.
While the right table is
Thank you.
The
So
track
you can see it
table.
now. The left table is the student table, while the right table is the tracks table. So in this case, it will give us all of the records on the student table and any corresponding record that matches the condition, which is this condition that we've set, right, on the right table. And we know that all of the records from our, where is it again? From this, we know that all of these records match everything on this track table. And that's why it seems we're having the same thing as the inner join. It's not actually the same thing just because all the matching records are the same. If I change this to, let's say, tracks, and I turn this to students, the dynamics change, right? Right? So what is my left table in this case?
track table.
Tracks. What's my right table? Students. So just like we said, the left join will give us all of the records from the left tables, then the matching record from the right table. Now let's run this and see what we have. Do you see these guys? Do you observe what we are seeing here? This that has changed. What came first? All of the records from the left table, track ID, track name, description, right? Price, duration, then matching record from the left table, which are these. Because you look at this record here, 3, track ID, matches 3 here. True or false? Hello guys, are you seeing this now? Do you understand
Yes,
the
sir.
logic there? All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you do right join, of course, it's just the opposite of left join. Right join will give us all the records from the right table. Take note, right table. All the records from the right table with matching records from the left table. Let me take it again. Right join will give us all the records from the right table with matching records from the left table. So I've just changed it. I did have to change this, but I want you to see this first before I change back. Now look at this here. You see us having the same thing, right? And that's it's still the same thing because of this matching record. Apparently, all of the records match because we have 735 this thing here. Let me use instructor's table. Come on. Let me see what instructors give us. Do you have a track ID? Okay, so we have all the tracks here. Let me see the one that does not have all the tracks. Let me see registrations. I do not have record here yet. What about student performance? Okay, student performance. I think we changed it that time. I want to see the one that does not have all the records here. Okay, look at this now. Okay, we have all of the records here. Interesting. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, let me do something. Let me go back to the let me go back to the tracks table, right? So as of now, we have just 3 records. Let me just add one more record to this tracks table so you guys will see it. Okay, so we have this, right? So track name, let me put data science and AI. These are the tracks we'll have next quarter, like this. Description, let us put helps you become junior data scientist. Price, let's put 325,000. Duration, let's put 3 months. I'm gonna add another one here. I'm gonna call this graphics. Right. And that course will be having next. Designer. Let's make this one 120,000. 3 months. I'm going to run this real quick. All right, so if you run the select all from tracks, we should be seeing 5 records. Oh my gosh, that didn't work. Okay, so officially, this query has expired. Let me run this again real quick. You have an error. Who can help us with the error? Why we have an error? Who can help us? Who can identify the error?
There is no comma after. There is no comma after the first write up.
Thank you. Let's look at that. We are improving with your debugging skill. We are improving your debugging skills. Let's look at this again. Taking a while to load. Taking a while to run. Let's be patient, please. Okay. So it has run successfully. Now let's run the select all from tracks. It's just taking a while to run the query. Oh, this is quite interesting. I think my system is, I need to refresh my system later on. Stop later on. Okay, it has run successfully. Now, we can see these 2 new additions. What are the track IDs, please? For the 2 new additions, what are the track IDs?
8 and 9.
8 and 9, thank you. Now, let's do this left one again. So what I'm talking about here. Right? The left table is the tracks. The right table is the student table. Now, we're saying left join. What does left join do? It will return all the records from the left table with matching records from the right table. Right? Matching record from the right table. Now, take note that these 2 new additions that we just made to our track table, the students don't know about it yet. So, no students have registered for it. Right? Is that correct? No students have registered for this because they're new. So if we run this query, let's see what we have. Now look at this. We have 8 rows. Well, there are 8 rows. Observe this. 7 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. So look at all the records from our left table. Right? Now, do we see this here? Where's the oh, let me make this like this so it will make more sense to us. Track. Where's that track column? So guys, can we see this here? We're having a total of 6 records. That's because there are 6 records from the student table itself. The student table have a total of 6 records. So all the records from the student table are out. Do you get this? All the records from the student table. That's what we can see here. Now,
Yes, sir.
are there matching records from the right table? Yes. And that's what we are seeing here on this place. Do we get this now? Left join. All the records and the matching records from the other table, which is this. Now, if we change this and we say inner join will give us all the records that match this condition, right? All the records that match this condition. That means all the records that match the foreign key and the primary key from both tables. So,
Yeah.
inner join, let's run this and see. Observe something, guys. How many ones are we seeing? 6. Now, you can see that we are still having the same output as the left join. Now, don't forget that we have, look at the track ID. The 2 new IDs we added for the tracks, what are their IDs? For the tracks table, what are the 2 new additions? The 2 IDs of the 2 new additions. Hello, are we there? Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, are we still together? Or have we forgotten? The 2 new additions, have we forgotten? Hello? Can we guys, are we still together? Aliyah, Vivian, Ibrahim.
Sir,
Did you get the question? Did you get the question?
no, sir.
The question is, the 2 records we inserted to our track table, what are their IDs, their track IDs?
8 and 9.
Look at this table, this output. Do we see any 8 and 9 here?
No, sir.
Why is that?
Because it is the new track ID that we just included in our track tables. Is not in our
We
student
cannot
table.
find it in this data
Maybe.
output. Why can't we find it in this data output? Even though it exists in the track table, but we cannot find it in this output. Why? Who wants to try? Just give it an attempt. Why can't we find it in this data output here? Why? Alia, do you want to try that?
I said that. I think why we're not seeing 8 and 9 here is because now we added 8 and 9 to track table, and it is not in our student table. So since two of them don't have the same thing, that's why I'm not seeing it.
Thank you. Do you now get it now for inner join? That it will only return records that match. So there are no 8 and 9 values in the student table. So I'm not seeing anything like that here. Do you get it now? That's correct. So you can see how inner join works. Now let's look at left join. Left join, now let me change this to the tracks table. Let me change this to students table. I'm still seeing inner join here. You can see we still have total record of 6. Total rows of 6. That's total record of 6. And that's because the matching records are just 6 based on the track IDs. Right? So inner join is clear. Now let's do left join. What does left join do? It will return all the records in the left table and the matching records from the right table. Do you get that? But first and foremost, all the records in the left table first return. Now let's run this and see what we have. Now you can see that we have how many records are returned here? How many records are returned here? Is it Brian with us? Is IJ with us? You guys are not responding. Vivian.
8, sir.
8. How many records does the track table have? Let's look at it.
5.
5. But how many records were returned when we did this query? 8. Why is that? Who can tell us why? Look at the output. Now you see this place. Look at this place, guys. We are having 8. Why is that? That's because we are getting all the records, take note, from the left table. So all the records from the left table will come out. Right? And that is what we have here. Up to this point. Up to this point. All the records from the left table. Everything here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will see all the records from the left table. Now, plus matching records from the right table. In this case, the right table is the student table. Now, observe that these are the matching records from the right table. That is 4, 5, and 6. They match. Sorry, not 4, 5, and 6. This is it here. 3, 5, and 7. And that is why all the other records are coming out. Because they are matching records. This record is coming out. Don't forget, record is horizontal. Don't look at vertical. Record is horizontal. Right? Record is horizontal. Don't forget. Now, this record 3, everything here will come out because it matches with 3 here. Right? 5, this record will come out. That means everything in the horizontal place like this. Why? Because it matches with what? 5 here. Now, we are seeing null here. Why are we seeing null? We are seeing null because there are no matching records for this track ID. But it has to come out because all the records from the tracks table will come out. And you can see we're having null here. So nothing is being returned because there are no matching records. Do you not get this now, please? Is this clear? Left join. All the records from the left table plus matching records from the right table.
Right table.
Sorry, Mr. Dang, I don't understand.
Chumo.
Sorry, I was moving, so I didn't really hear what you said.
Okay. Please, let's pay attention, please. I said there's a lot of things to cover. Apart from ID, Is there another person who understand left join? That will just explain there. Apart from IJ, Aliyah, Ibrahim, Vivian, do you guys understand this?
So I understand.
Okay, Aliyah, what about you?
I understand, sir, but I think because I'm just like you're just telling us about these joints, so the thing is not sinking in. But I'm understanding what you're
Okay.
saying.
Ibrahim said you understand. Okay, thank you. So let me take it one more time.
Uh,
For the sake of consolidation and IJ, who was not paying attention before. Now, we know that the track record, there are just 5 rows there. So the track table, we know already that there are just 5 records there. But now, the left join, the way it works is this. It will return statement all the records from the left table plus matching records from the right table. I'll take it again. All the records from the left table plus matching records from the right table. You get that? Is the definition clear? All the records from the left table plus matching records from the right table. Do you understand this explanation, this simple explanation? Is it clear? IJ,
Yes.
thank
Yes.
you. Now, on the students table, there are 6 records, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just confirm that. Yes, there are 6 records, as you can see, 6. Meanwhile, on the tracks table, there are 5 records. You can see, just 5. And look at the track ID column, the ID, 35789, right? 35789. Now, by the time we run this query, earlier on, we have a total of what? 8 records. Now, let's explain why we have 8 records. The student ID column, the student tracks, and the student table has 6 records. The tracks table has 5. But it's giving us 8. Why is that? Now, we said the left join would return records, right? And this record will contain all the records. Take note. The left join will return records from 2 tables. 2 tables. But how will he give us, how will he go and pick records from 2 tables? This is how it works. It will give us all of the records from the left table, in this case, tracks, right? Plus the matching records from the right table. So we see here that all the records from the left table is returned, because we can see 7, we can see 3, we can see 5, and we can see 8 and 9. So these are all the records from the tracks table. Now, plus matching records from the right table. So we can see 3 occurs 2 times. That means in the right table, which is students, there is a column that matches these 3. Or there is a record that matches these 3 here. And that's what we can see here. So if you look at, don't forget, record is horizontal. I'm saying it's not vertical. So look across the vertical length, not the horizontal length. So you can see this lane 3, that is number 1, 2, right? If you look, if you scroll, you will see that there's 3 here, plus matching records. 5 matches 5 here. So that record is returned. However, we can see that if you look at this one, 7 matches 7 here. It is returned. But here we are seeing null, we are seeing null. But it is still returned. Why is it still being returned? It's returned because, even though there is no matching record here, because we said left join return all the records from the left table. So all the records from the left table include 8 and 9. That is data science and AI and graphic design. So they have to be returned. So even though there are no matching records, but because it is part of the left table, it has to come outside. So all the records from the left table, which is everything here, including 8 and 9, plus matching records, And there are only 3 matching records. That is 3, 5, and 7. Or there are, oh yeah, sorry, there are only, how many matching records? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 records, right, from the right table. Then there are 2 non-matching records. But these 2 have to come out because they exist from the left table. They are part of the left table. And don't forget, all the records on the left table have to come out first. Do you not get this now? Left join. IJ Aliyah. As it sank, as it sunk, as it sinking, as it sinking.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Vivian, IJ.
Yes, I understand.
Thank
Again.
you. Now, right join is the opposite of left join. What does this do for us? It gives us all the records from the right table. From the right table, plus matching records from the left table. Do you get that? It's just the opposite of this. So all the records from the right table will come out. Then any matching record we have from the left table will also come out. Now let's look at this. The right table is student ID in this case. So this should be, let me change this to S. So observe this condition. So this one is our S, which is student, right? It has to compare because the right table. Then this one, sorry, this is the left table, right? Yeah, this is left table, this is the right table. So let me just come in. Students, tracks. These representing tracks, Abi. S representing students. Okay.
So I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm the one who is to decide, aside from maybe you give us an assignment, like a question, on what track or what column is meant to be on the right join
What
or
table
on
you
the
mean?
left join.
What table you mean?
What table is meant to be on
Yes,
the right join or left join?
yes, yes, please.
Or is it a post girl that will
No, no, no,
decide?
no, no. It is you that now it is depends on the kind of question you are being asked. The question you are
Okay.
being asked will tell you it might not come directly, but you have to understand the question, interpret it. Okay, which table do I need to go first? Which table? So the any table you put first is usually your left table. Then anyone you put second is your right table. So but you don't need to based on the question you are being asked. Like, so what table do I need to? Because sometimes you might need to focus on one particular table first, then matching records from another table. And sometimes it could be the other way around. So it depends on what you're being asked. Another skill that you
Okay.
need to have is interpreting questions. Interpreting questions. That's why I ask you guys to sign up on that account, right? When you sign up on account, you do a lot of questions that it will help you. It will widen your analytical thinking, your critical thinking skill. It will sharpen it more. So let's look at this now. S is the student, Abi. S representing students, right? Then D is representing tracks. So please take note of this. Take note of this. This should be S here. Then this should be G here.
D.
Okay, still the same thing anyway. It's funny enough. Okay. That means it didn't really matter anyway. Since let me turn it back. I thought it was going to affect that. All right, good. So what does the right query, right join does? Let's take it again. It returns all the records. Take note from the what right table. In this case, what is the right table? Who can tell us?
Student.
Student. What is the left table?
Track.
Tracks. Now, all the
Yes.
records from the right table. Let's look at this. So we can see we are having. Sorry, let me just be sure this thing is responding correctly. Let me just be sure it's responding correctly. Oh, it's not correctly. I thought something is wrong. That means this query panel has expired. I really don't know why this thing keeps on doing this. It just moves down. So let me run this again. Okay, let me run this again, then adjust it accordingly. Okay. Let me change this to test. Let me run this again. Okay, so that's fine. So let me run this now. Okay, so this is working fine. Yeah. It's responsive. I want to be sure it's responsive. All right, good. So all the records from the right table, right, plus all the records, all the matching records, take note of that, matching record from the left